Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy, if you didn't know. I just wanted to say first, thanks for clicking on my face and stopping by. I appreciate it. A little about me. My name's Emmy. I think I said that like 5 times already, but yeah, she's just a girl that can do all the things. And yeah, so today we're talking about Sagittarius and Sun in Sagittarius. So before I go over that, let me just break down what the sun represents in astrology. The sun, it's your personality, but your personality is made up of 3 things: your sun, your moon, and your rising. Now, the sun is your ego, it's your essence, it's how you express yourself, it's your willpower, the core of your personality, what your soul wants in this lifetime, right? The moon is your emotions, and your rising sign is like how you navigate the world, how you come off to people in the world. So when you have the sun in Sagittarius, you're a free-thinking, expansive person. You might be very optimistic. You love your freedom. You value your freedom. You love talking to people who have different life experiences than you. You might even have a lot of friends who are like, let's have different religious backgrounds than you. You might have friends of different sexual orientations than you. You just have a thirst for understanding life and like different experiences and different ways life can take you, and just getting knowledge from different people. Like, you're very open-minded and you're like such a non-judgmental person. These are very blunt people. They think they're always right, and they're gonna let you know that. They have no filter. They just have a lot of confidence for no reason sometimes. But they're ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is this big expansive energy, so it's kind of like they really match that, the confidence, the overconfidence, the bluntness, the way they take up space. These are action-oriented people, so acts of service is definitely one of their love languages. If they fuck with you, they'll show that they fuck with you. And they're also, they do like quality time, but they're too, they value their independence a little too much to spend all that time with you. They're very action-oriented people, and their actions will show that they care about you. So making sure that you're also providing actions that match that as well, because they're going to be looking if it's coming from you as well. They like to change their environment. They're not most consistent people or even really have a routine. They just like to just get out there and do shit, whatever that means to you. They're really engaging people. They're extroverted people. They learn a lot through their experiences and through other people. So when they talk to you, they're studying you. They're really engaged in the conversation because it's an opportunity for them to learn. Being ruled by Jupiter, they're on this quest for the truth and higher knowledge and higher seeking knowledge. They're just very open-minded, and they just want to compare and understand different ways of life. And this also makes them very smart people because they've processed and understood so many different experiences, and they put themselves out to experience so many different experiences that it makes them very wise and knowledgeable of life, because they just know a lot of a lot. Doesn't mean that they the deepest in it, but they know enough that makes them holistically wise, I would say. These are definitely whatever the opposite of a the opposite of a homebody is a Sagittarius. That's the opposite. They want to go out there and experience life to the fullest every moment of the day if they can. They want to be out there, and they really like people who can add experiences to their life or teaching them things. If you're someone that is down to suggest new ideas and also bring up places to go and make things happen like that, they'll definitely appreciate that. That's one way to win them over. So some cons about Sagittarius: they're blunt. They're a little too blunt. They can be brutally honest, and they don't see anything wrong with it. And it's not that there's nothing wrong with being honest. We love that. But it's your tone, baby girl. It's the tone. You can say exactly what you want to say. Just be mindful of the delivery. Yeah, you just don't understand how much words can hurt, especially your words. So if you want to keep the relationships that you have, just be mindful of that. They aren't the committed type. They're scared of commitment, and if you do too much too fast, they will not like that. Of course, this depends on their Venus and where they have Sagittarius in their chart, but yeah, they aren't the committed type, but they can be. They just have such a value and thirst and like individualistic personality where they want to be out in the world and just like learn everything and experience everything. So being like respectful and like giving them their space and like letting them be their own independent person, and like through time, like if they do choose to be in a relationship with you, it just takes a long time to tie them down, and like you can't nag them. Like they hate being nagged, especially around like, oh, like what time are you coming home, like when am I gonna see you next, and things like that. Like they don't want to hear that. Like, you know, just give them the freedom, and then when they decide on their own, they're very loyal people. So yeah, they can be very overconfident in themselves, but come off as a little arrogant. Also, if you're a Sagittarius, depending on where you have Sagittarius in your chart, I would definitely say avoid gambling. I think gambling, because you guys bet on yourself and you guys are so optimistic that you could get yourself into trouble with gambling. Now, of course, this won't relate to everyone. It does depend on where you have where your sun is in your chart, and also where your Jupiter is, and what your Jupiter is in will play a big part in why this resonates with you or it doesn't. For example, if you had Jupiter in Pisces, you might be a lot more open in meeting people who have different perspectives than you, where somebody who has a Jupiter in Scorpio might surround themselves with more people who see the world the same way that they do. So little things like that. I'm going to leave you with this. If you're a Sagittarius struggling in life, freedom is the only thing that matters to you. So making sure that you're honoring that and doing things that express you consistently. And if you're somebody that's watching this trying to get more information on a Sagittarius, give them their space. That's the freedom is the number one word here that they need. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if this resonated, if it didn't. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. The next video is going to be on Capricorn. So yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for stopping by.